Hey there folks, just out of Lake Pearson at the moment, just in a wee camp tonight. I just wanted to make a wee video and show you an update on my camping gear. Now if you've watched my other camping video, which you can see up here, I mentioned in it that I will be upgrading some of my kit very shortly, and I have done that since then, so I just wanted to make you an update. Two major updates that I've done is the tent and the sleeping bag. So now as you can see, compared to last time, I've got no tent up the top. Everything is inside my panniers, which has saved me a lot of room and it saved me a lot of weight. So up top at the moment, I've got two trekking poles. Now I use these as tent poles. I don't have to use these, I've got aluminium poles I can use instead, but I'm going out for a walk tomorrow, so I brought these. If I bring my aluminium poles, I can fit these in the pannier with the tent, which just keeps it even more neater. So I've got those two walking poles there, and inside my left pannier, this is my new tent. It's a Lanchan 2-person camping tent. Now I've used this quite a lot now. It fits me and Danny in it if we're walking. We can both fit in it. If we're on the bikes though, it's just good for me. It doesn't have enough room for both of us if we're on the bike with all our gear. So that's the tent there. I'll put up a picture of this compared to my Coleman tent that we use when they're 2 up. Now this weighs 1.2 kilograms compared to the Coleman, which I think is 3.8, and it obviously packs a lot smaller. Tent pegs for it, and also the walking poles for poles. I've upgraded my sleeping mat also. This is actually bigger than the one I had. This is an Xped UL winter mat. The reason I upgraded was those AppKit Nemo pads I had started to go flat. Both of them did actually. So we upgraded to them, and those mats there have got insulation in them as well, so it keeps you cosy in the cold. Now this is my sleeping mat in here. It's actually a quilt. This quilt is from Hammock Gear in America. It cost me 400 New Zealand to get it over here. It's rated down to -12 degrees. This is just, I think it's their Economy Burrow sleeping quilt. I'll put it in a link in the description. It's rated to -12 degrees compared to my warehouse sleeping bag, which was rated to 0. And as you've seen in my last one, I had to have 2 sleeping bags, so I had to have my warehouse plus my Berghaus summer sleeping bag, and that took up this whole pannier here. So whereas now I can get all this gear in this pannier. This quilt here is a down quilt, and it comes in at 800 grams, so it's a kilogram lighter than my winter sleeping bag, and my summer sleeping bag was another kilogram on top of that, so it saved me about 2 kilograms. So that's really awesome. I'll get my tent pitched up now and I'll let you see it. So this is the Lanchan 2 all pitched up. You can pitch it in about 10 minutes. I've got the 2 trekking poles in here just now. As you can see in there, there's plenty of room in there for 2 people. You don't have enough room for all your bike gear obviously, so it's 1 person with bike gear or 2 people without bike gear. You've got 2 large vestibule areas. There's doors either side. We used this in Stewart Island recently on a 3-day hike. The video of that's coming shortly, but it performed great in that. These doors can both open right up to let ventilation in both sides. There's vents up the top there. Overall very happy with this tent. You do get a 4-season inner as well, which is not this mesh. This has got mesh all the way to the top. The 4-season inner has got that nylon stuff all the way to the very top for obviously winter camping. Yeah, can't really stress enough how good this tent is. For the value, $115. The only thing I did change was the tent pegs. The tent pegs that come with it are crap. So I got titanium just nail pegs, and I use them. So this was our Xped Mat UL Winter. As you can see, it fits in the Lanchan 2 no bother. It can fit two side by side. It's a really thick mat. I think it's about 10 centimetres thick, and it's full of synthetic insulation as well. You've seen that yellow pump sack that it comes with, so you've literally got to expend no energy to pump it up, which is actually really great. When we first got these, it was really fiddly to use and we didn't like them, but after we've done it a couple of times, it's great. That also doubles up as another dry sack in case you need anything. You get a great night's sleep on this mat. It's got two valves in the bottom, one for inflating and one for deflating. The inflating one's got a one-way valve in it, so you can pump it up, and there's a wee button in there you press to release the pressure slowly, so you can adjust it how hard you want it. But yeah, those mats are great. They do keep you warm underneath as well. That was one thing they found with those Alp Kit mats, that they did let the cold creep up. These mats, I think we paid about $240 each for them, so they were quite expensive. But I think for what they are, I think they're really good. They also weigh about 800 grams, so they're about twice the weight. Could have been 600 grams, sorry. I'll flash it up in front of me. But they're about twice the weight of our Alp Kit mats. I think that's worth sacrificing for the added comfort that these give us. I'll go and grab my quilt and I'll show you that. This here is my Hammock Gear Economy Burrow quilt. I just keep it in a Seed Summit Event medium compression sack. I try not to compress it too much because it is down. That's the sign there. So 10 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 12 Celsius. I opted for the sewn in foot box, which you can see here. This is all sewn in the bottom here. You did get an option for a zipper foot box, which I actually regret not getting. So if you were to go and buy one, I'd recommend getting a zipper foot box. What that means is it's completely open at the bottom, so you could wrap it around yourself when you're sitting in the tent at night. I can still wrap this around myself at night, but I've got like a big tail underneath, so it doesn't quite work. It comes, well, I paid extra for a ground sheet attachment kit, which is elastic bands that wrap around your sheet and click into these wee D-rings. I've used it once and I didn't like it, so I've never used it again. What I tend to do is, if it's cold, I just tuck it under me when I'm sleeping. Otherwise I just let it hang free and I'm okay. One thing I really like about this though is it's got this button at the top. So you put this around the back of your neck, click that on and pull the drawstring. And that just holds it tight around your neck. I've slept with this in probably minus 2, minus 3, and it's kept me really warm. It fluffs up really good. I really like this. I'm looking at getting another one as well, probably a 5-degree one for summer, because this is just a wee bit too warm now. But it's fantastic. As I said, I think I paid about 400 New Zealand the time I got it here. But I think that was worth every penny, just for the lightness and the warmthness it provides. I'd probably prefer a quilt over a mummy sleeping bag also. You do get a lot more movement, freedom movement, and if you did have that zipper foot box, you'd have even more, which is what I'm going to go with next for my summer one. The only thing you don't get is a hood. However, I just normally wear a beanie in bed anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Right folks, this is the last new bit of kit we got. I can't remember the kit number. Could have been X31. Anyway, C2 Summit folding kettle and mugs. So you've got a wee kettle and two 500ml mugs. These are excellent. I've used these heaps now and they're just brilliant. The reason I wanted this, I'm still carrying my Alp Kit pot, which by the way this all fits inside. The reason I'm carrying this though is when I cook dinner in my Alp Kit pot and I want, say, a cup of tea afterwards, if I just had my pot, I'd have to clean the pot out and then boil the water, whereas I don't have to bother cleaning up. I can just boil the water straight in this kettle and away we go. I did read some reviews online that people were saying you can taste stuff on this cup and all that, but we've used this now for probably about a month or so, and it's been great. It's probably one of the best bits of kit we've bought in a while. Also got a couple of titanium sporks on AliExpress, a couple of dollars each, instead of carrying those steel forks and knife from the warehouse that we had before. This holds just over a litre. I think it costs us about 120 New Zealand dollars. I'll put a link below. And again, it's great. 2 cups, the kettle, it all just fits inside each other, and it all fits inside my Ali pots. Right folks, that's all our new gear that we've got recently. So I hope you liked this video. I'll keep you updated if we get any more bits of kit or how this kit does. But so far, everything we've bouught's done perfect. Really good, really happy with everything we've bought. I'll put links in the description where you can buy everything that I've got, and I'll keep you updated. The only plans I've got just now is to buy a different quilt for summer, 5-degree one with a zipper foot box. I may possibly repair the pneumo mats as well, just for summer use, just so it weighs less. But I'm really happy with how the bike looks now, just with how it handles, just with everything inside the panniers. I can even take off that wee top box as well if I wanted. I've got enough room for that. So that's it for this video folks. Thanks for watching. Mind and subscribe to the channel. Give me a wee like if you liked it, and folks, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.